So just a quick Dr. Pepper Wi-Fi setup for my guys. If you need to go out, if you have to do one, you need to get a 1/2 by 2 by 4 sheet of plywood. You should be able to get 8 of these boards right here, which are 1 by 1s. You should be able to get 8 of them. Get the fluorescent orange paint. Paint it up when you first get on site. It should be dry by the time you're ready for it. And then depending on how many you have to do, you should be making these up first. Okay, so basically what you do is you get 2 separate boxes. You get an antenna box and you get an AP box. You want this also, the antenna box comes with a little rubber gasket, okay, that has a sticky backside. So just take that, kind of put it on the board. You don't want to stick it to the board, it has to stick to the antenna, but what I'm saying is so that you can get your placement. Take your mount, put it on the AP, then place the AP on the board with the board flat. Get it as far to the edge. See where I marked it? And I put the squared off edge right on the edge here and over as far as I can. Because if you don't do that, this and this won't fit on the 1 by 1 board. Okay, so if you get that up as far as you can with this much overhang, you can tell, then the AP will fit. Okay, so once you get that there, you get it marked. Okay, inside the hardware for the antenna, okay, looks like this. There's a little butterfly, there's an Allen wrench, filter screen.
Is it yours too?
No, nope. There's a washer and a couple other screws. Anyways, there's 2 short 1/4 inch screws, wood screws. They work perfect. They do not peek through the board. Use those to mount your bracket. Okay, then the antenna comes with I think it's about a 3/4 threaded hole with a nut, plastic nut. What you need to do is drill a slightly bigger hole so that you have room to play. That way, if you drill the hole in the wrong spot, you can move it over. Just make sure that whatever hole you drill isn't bigger than the nut. It'll still tighten down. Anyways, once you get your hole drilled on the edge, which is why I told you take the sticky gasket, don't peel the tape off, place it on the board to get your measurements and draw your approximate location where you want to drill your hole. Once you get that done, you'll run your antenna, you'll put the gasket on, thread these through the gasket, rip the sticky side off, stick it to the antenna, okay, then push this through the board, thread the cables through the board, thread the cables through the nut, and attach it this way. Okay, so that's basically what you'll get. Then you will mount your AP, and then I'll show you the last step on the finished one. So this is a finished product right here. Bring it over here so we can see in the shade. What I do is I take beam clamp, take the beam clamps out, or take the beam clamp screw out, sorry. And then what I do is I take a 3/4 number 10 wood screw, and I take a small washer on the wood screw, and then if you look here, so imagine this is going to have the screw out of it. Okay, so you want the teeth board side, drop the wood screw into this bigger hole, but you have to do it through here. Then you take your screw gun, it'll fit through here. Get a nice line. So you have to draw a straight line on the board and then screw it in. Okay, so then you'll have a finished product with the cable your antenna threaded through, and you'll have your way to mount these up top. I don't know if you can see that real good. And then from the bottom side, it'll look like this. All right, orange board. You got your antennas connected, service looped, nice and neat on the back side with Velcro, beam clamps for attachment. Now, don't forget, once you plug your AP in, to put a little small zip tie here for safety. I also, sometimes I will drill a hole in the board and thread either a zip tie through just for extra safety, or a steel cable, just in case. I mean, it is wood, it could dry over time and could fall, so it's probably, every precaution you can take is probably best. All right, just a quick video on how to do the AP setup for all of our Dr. Pepper sites.